He's always, looking at the bright side of everything and trying to work it out. Happy-go-lucky donkey.
Hey! What's happening, everybody?
Donkey make me laugh always. I love a character as much as I love mine.
Well, I don't feel any different. I look any different?
You still look like an ass to me. It's a jackass.
You might have seen a house fly, maybe even a super fly, but I bet you ain't never seen a donkey fly.
Insecurities, self-esteem issues, a donkey and talking just makes for lots of fun.
Ugh, it's hideous.
Oh, that's not very nice. It's just a donkey.
Deep down, he is all about love. That's what he wants. That's what he wants to give.
You got to try a little tenderness.
He doesn't take no for an answer.
He can't be insulted. He can't be shut up.
For 5 minutes, could you not be yourself?
Ah!
He's a funny one. He's really funny.
We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
I've been making movies 28 years. I've done all different types of pictures, and the Shrek series is just some of the proudest work that I've been involved with.
Eddie Murphy is someone I have over 20-year history with, literally from his first movie, and for me when I was a really young executive, in the movie business at Paramount 20 years ago. Eddie and I met, became friends, and grew up in the business together, and we always promised each other we'd someday do an animated movie together.
Jeffrey called me up and was like, "You have to do this, and this is perfect for you." So I kind of just said yes.
Wow, it's going to be champagne wishes and caviar dreams from now on.
Eddie has done such brilliant work over the years, and yet, to me, the greatest performance that he has ever given is actually in Shrek.
That is love.
Donkey is so pure Eddie Murphy. It's 110 proof Eddie Murphy.
Donkey was created by Eddie. It was a character that could have gone a million different ways and ended up going, in the best possible way with Eddie. And somehow, who he is as a person, as an actor, as a comedian, just related directly to who that little donkey is.
You never really want the character to stay to the script. The gold that you get in any of these movies, particularly with comic talents like we have, is what's not on the page.
Hey, wait a minute, I got a great idea. I'll stick with you. You're a mean green fighting machine, and together we'll scare the spit out of anybody that crosses us.
You can take a line that's written, and he can completely own it. He can completely make it his own. You'll go through a scene with him, and he'll kind of read it to himself, and he'll be very calm. And he'll get in front of the microphone, and it's like that line was never written. It just came out of him. And it came out in a way that you never could have imagined writing it.
Shrek and Donkey, two stalwart friends off on a whirlwind big city adventure. I love it.
I said I'm playing a donkey, so I said I have to be a jackass. So that's always at the core of it. Any line I'm thinking, a jackass. And I hope y'all take note, that's over 4 movies. I'm focused 4 movies through. I never, ever once do you sit and watch and think and go, he's not like a jackass. Each time I say something, you turn to whoever you're with. I'm a jackass.
When somebody tooties that flutie, I got to shake my booty. Name is up to me. Uno, dos, cuatro, hit it. Good morning, good morning. Ain't no stopping us now. On the road again. 2 can be as bad as 1.
What did I say about singing?
Well, can I whistle?
No. Well, can I hum it?
All right.
I think it's something funny about the donkey singing. It's always been funny. It's something funny about someone singing that thinks that they can sing really good, and they almost can sing, but they can't. It's just something funny about that. And especially if you're looking like a donkey and the tooth is missing on the side. For some reason, that's just gold on the screen.
I love hearing Eddie sing. And Eddie's a singer. And it was really fun choosing the songs that Donkey might want to sing. And they're all Beast of Burden songs.
Cause I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me.
At a certain point in every film now, he goes, okay, when do you want me to sing? And what are they? And, he kind of wants to do them all at once. He gets up there and does them. He's amazing at it.
These eyes have seen a lot of love, but they never want to see another one like they had with you.
Eddie takes his singing real seriously. It's something that he actually loves. He's serious about it. So getting him to be okay singing badly was a really, really hard thing to do. But, you know, he was such a good sport about it.
Quiet! Hit me with your best shot!
He understood this is, you know, he's an annoying, singing, talking donkey. And he had a great time with it. And the most fun is that at the end of Shrek, he breaks into a solo of I'm a Believer. And we actually said to him, okay, so now you can sing great. And, you know, we created this sort of gospel version of the song for him to do. And he just went nuts. I actually think it's one of the most fun parts of the film.
I think they're mocking me. I think they know that, well, it's like, listen, he put some records out, and they were horrendous. And I think that's a soft spot for him. So let's make him sing in all these movies, and he'll be squirming in his chair.
I think I preferred your humming.
Because the movie is so stylized, it's important to achieve within that stylization a level of realism so that the characters are convincing. Hair and skin and the way skin moves and the way faces move are the hardest things to achieve. In some ways, Donkey was the easiest character because no one's really seen a talking donkey. No one knows what a talking donkey should look like.
Hi, princess!
It talks!
Yeah, it's getting them to shut up. That's the trick.
It's been a really cool process. Donkey clearly went from cartoon donkey and the body that does stuff that, really donkeys don't do. So this kind of movement, we have Donkey doing it, but we made it more anatomically correct. He would, raise his hoof, not turn it over like a hand. We did go in and put more controls in as well around the eyes and stuff and the mouth to allow us to get his performance more subtle as he matured as a character.
Cool. There's a lot of care and finesse and things that can go wrong, and it just takes a lot of time to get things to look right. Everything's a case of trial and error. For instance, we had shots of Donkey. It was actually someone's first day in production, and they made one change which they thought was an innocent change to the Donkey setup. And the next day we got back renders from about half a dozen shots with Donkey looking like a chia pet. It's just so adorable. We've saved those, and we look back at them for a good laugh.
Before this is over, I'm gonna need a whole lot of serious therapy. Look at my eye twitching.
Well, it's no wonder you don't have any friends.
Only a true friend would be that truly honest.
Donkey's this wonderful Shakespearean full naivete that, as far as he's concerned, when Shrek chased the soldiers away, which Shrek was doing for his own reasons, he rescued Donkey. And Donkey loves Shrek for that. He's just going to attach himself to his new friend and stay with him.
Can I stay with you? What? Can I stay with you, please?
He's impressed by Shrek. He loves everything that Shrek does. So he's just got this kind of wonderful persistence that finally cracks through Shrek's shell. I think Shrek lets him in without even really realizing he's doing it. And Donkey just sticks with him and has that persistence.
Friends?
Friends.
Shrek 2 wanted to see their life beyond the first movie. There was a need, both story-wise and personally, to add to the cast. Donkey was now the third wheel in this relationship. He'd finally found a friend, and his friend went and got married, and so many people can relate to that experience. So we already had this aspect of Donkey feeling threatened, and we thought, well, wouldn't it be fun to spice that up a little bit more and have someone else vying for Shrek's attention to threaten him even further?
Hey, look, a little cod.
Look out, Shrek! He got a piece!
Donkey's a little jealous. A little jealous of Puss in Boots.
Sorry, the position of annoying talking animal has already been taken.
I think that there's always a healthy rivalry between insolent animal sidekicks. I encourage that in a movie. It gives Donkey an interesting competition.
Listen, if we need an expert on licking ourselves, we'll give you a call.
In Shrek Forever After, in alternate reality, he's working for the witches. He's a beast of burden, and he's not very happy about that, but that's the job.
He's almost used like a radio where the witches are whipping him, so he sings different songs. And of course, he's a little bit more unkempt, a little, hairier. He had a patchiness to him that wasn't in the other Shreks. His mangish look kind of worked a little bit. I like
Smell it. Get it. Where you go?
Do I look like a bloodhound to you? In case you haven't noticed, I'm a donkey, not a dog. If I was a dog, they'd call me dog, not donkey.
He's kind of the same Donkey we know, although he he's lacking that one thing that's so important to Donkey that really brightens him up, and that's friendship.
I'm your friend.
And of course, he meets Shrek all over again and gets to be his friend all over again.
That's my best friend!
They're definitely best buddies, and I think that Shrek is still incredibly impatient with Donkey, but at the same time, you can tell there's an underlying understanding and obviously love between the two of them.
True love's kiss.
Hey, well, you're gonna have to take me to dinner first.
People come up with their kids and they'll say like, my son has seen Shrek 100 times, and the kid will be standing there and they'll say like, do a scene from Shrek, and the little kid will do like a whole scene from Shrek and do the donkey's lines and stuff, and they're looking at you and you go like,
Yeah, I don't even think of it as Eddie Murphy anymore. I'm a huge Eddie Murphy fan, but I just really think of him as actually Donkey.
I always said that I really think that if I were to drop dead, they'd put a picture of that donkey in the paper and say Eddie Murphy passed away tonight. They want that to be me. They want that to be me.
Oh,